Hello, I'm Lo-Fi. When it comes to presentations, everyone says to project your voice, enunciate, and take deep breaths. All of these are important, but I think there's more to an effective presentation than these 3 tips. So, here's what I've learned from observing people around me. One of the best ways to emphasize what you're saying is to slow down and even take pauses. I don't think anyone would be interested if I were presenting about farming and domesticated animals in the Neolithic era. But maybe you would be interested if I were presenting to you about farming and domesticated animals in the Neolithic era. Speaking slowly all the time could make you sound monotone, so it's important to fluctuate your intonation and continuously change the pace at which you speak, since that makes you sound less monotone. Today I woke up, got dressed, went to work, had lunch at my desk, finished some reports, came home, made dinner, and watched television before going to bed. Now let's try that again. Today I woke up, got dressed, went to work, had lunch at my desk, finished some reports, came home, I made dinner, and watched television before going to bed. Did you notice how much of a difference that made? There's a tip I learned from a YouTuber named Vin, which is to always end your sentences on a low pitch to sound more confident. Why does this work? I have no clue. I guess one way of understanding this is that we end questions using a high pitch, and questions inherently contain uncertainty. Maybe that's why ending sentences with a low pitch has an opposite effect. A popular topic is body language. Vin made another video saying that your hands should be somewhere in between your stomach and eyes if you want to seem confident. So why does this work? Again, I don't really know, but look at Barack Obama. He gives great speeches and he tends to do this. Another popular topic is hand gestures. I won't say too much about this since I haven't seen enough consistent patterns. But something I've seen is that raising your hand close to your mouth signifies that you're in deep thought about something. Coincidentally, Vin made a video saying the same thing. No matter how good of a speaker you are, your audience has a limited attention span, so there is no harm in giving them a 5-minute break, especially for longer presentations. Even if you were to master all of these presentation tricks, getting incredibly nervous ruins any presentation. So here are some tips other than taking deep breaths to stay calm. When we're nervous, we naturally speak faster. That's why the way to make yourself not seem nervous is to speak slower, while ensuring that you project your voice. It's fine if you take a lot of pauses, because pauses replace filler words like and so, which also helps to make you seem less nervous. A very weird tip is to exercise before your presentation. I'm not saying that this would work for everyone, but it's something that is worth trying out because I do this before interviews and presentations and it hasn't ever failed me. The goal is to really exhaust yourself, so something like a long distance run works great here. At the end of the day, presentations are just a way of sharing information. You go in, say what you have to say, then you leave. It's normal for the information you share to resonate with some people, but not with others. If a presentation doesn't go well, it's not always about you. You're just sharing information, and whether people like or dislike that information is beyond your control. Coincidentally, Vin made a save. Oh my god,